Hi gang, Rob here. It is the evening of 16 April 2026. It is Thursday night, 9 o'clock, time for a knife sale on the Word is Sharp channel. Yeah, first sale on the new channel. So the title is The Word is Sharp. The handle is TheApostleP-B. So if my old channel ever comes back, it will resume its rightful place as the main channel, and this one will become the B channel. But for now, this is all we got, so we're going with it. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting night. I don't know how many people are going to find the channel. I don't know how many people are going to buy knives. We're going to find out pretty soon. Before we get into the thick of the sale, let's do a little bit of housekeeping as usual. First off, I need you to be familiar with and agreeable to the terms of the sale. I will post them on the screen for you in just a moment. I will also print them in the description underneath this video. Please, everyone, read them because I did take this opportunity to update and clarify them just a little bit. So read the terms of the sale. I lost my 3 standard videos that I link in the description every week. So there will be no primer for buyers video link, no FAQs for consigners, no rates and services video for the Apostle P knife service. Those videos are gone. So just the terms of the sale at the top of the description, and then at the bottom, the list of tonight's inventory, complete with timestamps down the left side and pricing down the right. In the pricing column, you're generally going to see 2 numbers. The one to the left of the slash is the price of your knife as shown in the video. The price on the right is as sharpened by the Apostle P knife service. There will be no next day sharpening this week. However, backlog is low, so your sharpened knife will ship in less than 2 weeks. This week, Friday, will be a lawn day, if I can get on it. It's very wet, but I think it's going to be a long day outside. So no next day sharpening this week. Now, if you see the word sold, all caps, exclamation point, in lieu of a price for a given item, that means it's been bought and paid for by its new owner. No need to send an inquiry or an I'll take it about anything marked sold. I guess that's it for the preliminaries. Let's get the terms up on the screen for you now, and we'll be right back with the sale. Here are the terms. All right, let's get to it, shall we? First up, we have a pretty long line of leftovers from last week, because as some of you probably know, the calamitous loss of my YouTube account and my Google identity happened right in the middle of the sale last week. I have no idea how many emails I didn't get. We're just rolling with it. So we'll kick it off with this one. This is the Microtech 12334-10BL. It is a UTX 85 Gen, what are these, Gen 4? With either a milled or a MIM titanium pocket clip with a ceramic ball for retention. That clip is reversible. We have a bright blue hard anodized aluminum handle. We got a blade. Ooh, a Tonto stonewashed in M390 MK. 3 1/16 inches in length. The handle's 4 9/16. Dual action out the front. Button effort is medium. You could do this all night. Reliability is 100%. I'm going to call the condition near mint to like new. It does not come with a box. These are available new for a web retail of $285. We ran this one at $210 last week. It did not sell. This week, $190. $190 like it is. $220 if you'd like my edge on that Tonto blade. The UTX 85 Tonto Edge in blue from Microtech. Next, we have one from Spyderco. Made in Golden, Colorado, USA Earth. It is a Pair 3 FRN, or a Pair 3 lightweight. It has the black fiberglass reinforced nylon handle. It has a wire deep carry pocket clip that'll be ambidextrous tip up. Features a compression lock, Opens with a hole. The blade rides on phosphor bronze washers. Blade steel is Carpenter CTS BD1N with a beautiful stonewash. Blade length is 2 15/16. Handle is 4 1/4. Rock solid lockup. Not quite a free dropper, but very close. Probably will be with use. Centering is very, very close. It is like new in the box. Current map price or web retail is $139 for this model. We ran it last week at $100. It didn't sell. Let's go $90 this week like it is, $110 with an TheApostleP Edge, the Para 3 lightweight from Spyderco. Next, another Spidey from Golden. It is the Manix 2 lightweight. The box says blue handle. I call it Burple with a BD1N blade. So this is not FRN. It's FRCP. Fiberglass reinforced copolymer. It is translucent in nature. It's pretty cool. Wire pocket clip, not deep carry though. It is ambidextrous tip up. Uses the caged ball lock. Opens with a hole. Blade rides on phosphor bronze washers. Opens beautifully. Locks up dead rock solid. Centering is, well, I guess we'll call it perfect. I'm going to call it very close, actually. Condition is like new in box. This model currently available new for a web retail price of $143. We ran ours last week at $110. It didn't sell. Let's go to $100 for the weekend. The Manix 2 lightweight in Burple and BD1N. Next, another Spidey-rific. Made in Seki City, Japan. It is a Delica 4 FFG, full flat ground. Gray FRN handle, VG10 blade. Love the Volcano grip FRN in gray. You do have a black 4-way positionable arachnid pocket clip. We have a mid-lock with the boy dent to prevent accidental release. The blade, a beautifully satin finished VG10 affair. Lots of pivot lube, see it? Yeah. The blade length on the Delica is 2 15/16. The handle's 4 1/4. The lockup is dead rock solid. The blade is averagely free. Centering on this one, man, let's call it perfect. Condition is like new in box. They're $99 brand new, web retail. We ran this one at $70 last week. Let's take it to $60 this week, $85 if you'd like it sharpened. The Delica FFG in gray from Spyderco. Next up, we have one from Kershaw. This is kind of a sneaky little knife. It's not an American-made Kershaw, but it resembles one. This is the 2038 Iridium, very similar to the Bel Air. In construction, blade shape, everything, except it's like less than half the price. So it is a Duralock knife, just like an Axis lock, scaled in aluminum, dark gray hard anodized. You get a copper-colored hard anodized aluminum backspacer. Deep carry clip that is ambidextrous tip up. I think it's on bearings even, yeah. You have sort of a swedged spear point blade in D2. The blade's 3 1/2. The handle's 4 5/8. Has rock solid lockup. Beautiful action. Centering's close. These are available new for $72 web retail. We ran this one at $50 last week. Let's go 45 for the weekend. The 2038 Iridium from Kershaw. Next, we have one from Asher Knives. Going to come no box, just a poly bag. The knife is a Spiro liner lock, scaled in OD green G10, crowned and micro milled. Pocket clip, tip up deep carry, ambidextrous with fill tab. It's a flipper, rides on ball bearings. Got a little swedged spear point blade and kind of an acid stonewash finish. It is S35 VN. Blade length 3 1/8. Handles 4 1/4. Stainless steel liner lock. It's got some vertical play. If you wanted to, you could take this apart, put a little more tension on the lock bar, it would go away. But it is there. Let's see. I think the centering's perfect. It is. But it's like new in the box. This model is discontinued, not a stock. Sold listings on eBay ranging between $82 and $127. This one we ran last week at $70. Let's drop it to $60 this week. $80 if you'd like it with my edge. The Spiro liner lock in OD from Asher Knives. Next up, we have another one just in a plastic bag, no box. From Artisan Cutlery, we have the Sirius. A cool 3D machine black G10 scale set with big fuller run down the middle. Some copper hard anodized aluminum pivot collars. Black milled titanium pocket clip that looks like it's going to be right hand tip up only. It's a front flipper. And you can also open it with thumb studs. The blade, a gorgeous swedged spear point. And the blade steel, of course, is AR-RPM 9. Blade length is 3 1/2. The handle is 4 9/16. There is your lock engagement on the stainless steel liner lock. Rock solid, no blade play. Super free action. Perfect centering. Let's see. I don't think I told you. 3 1/2 inches of blade. 4 9/16 handle. I wrote very close on the centering. I guess we'll call it maybe very, very close. Condition is like new, no box. These are currently available new for $70 web retail. We ran ours last week at 45. It didn't sell. Let's go to 40 this week. 60 if you'd like it with my edge. That's the Sirius from Artisan Cutlery. Next up, another knife that's going to be sent to you in a plastic bag with no box. From Petrified Fish, we have sort of their signature model, the Beluga, in a very cool black and orange G10 with an ambidextrous tip-up deep carry pocket clip. It's a front flipper that I can actually front flip, so that's something. A big belly drop point with a fuller in Sandvik 14C28N steel, which I can't find this model new. I can find this handle, but I can't find this blade. So we're kind of flying blind. Anyway, 3-inch blade, 3 7/8 handle, stainless steel liner lock, very secure lockup, rock solid, beautiful action, and perfect centering. Condition, we'll say near mint to like new, no box. I think these would have sold for $90 to $95 web retail based on similar knives in the Petrified Fish catalog. That's where they are if you get them in N690 or K110. We ran this last week at 65, didn't sell. Let's go $60 this week. 80 if you'd like it with my edge. That's the Beluga from Petrified Fish. Next up, we have a flashlight from Olight. So new that I unzipped the box. It is the Baton 3 Pro Max in black with blue accents. Here's the light. 4.5 inches of overall length. Black hard anodized aluminum barrel, blue accents. 2-way pocket clip. Side-mounted switch. Proximity sensor on the end, so if you set it down with it on high, it won't burn itself up. There's an L-shaped stand that comes with it. It has 2,500 lumens of output in high and magnetic USB charging. It does come with a 21700 rechargeable lithium battery. It is like new in box. Web retail for this light is $121. We ran it at $80 last week. Let's go to $75 for the weekend. Guys, that's a lot of flashlight for $75. And it's brand spanking new. The Baton 3 Pro Max from Olight. Next up, we have a little pry bar tool. From Lynch Northwest, Casey Lynch. He really needs to work on his penmanship. This was made, I think that says January of 2021. All Access Pass, version 1.5 in 6AL4V titanium. I don't know what MC is, but it's sort of stonewashed. You get an orange lanyard, a gray lanyard, and you get a tool. There you go. 4 inches overall length. Blue, purple, bronze. Feather motif. Titanium deep carry pocket clip. You got a bottle opener, a pry bar, a nail remover. And I would imagine that little slot does something. You guys will have to tell me, though, because I don't know. We'll call it near mint in box. This version is discontinued and out of stock. When available, they were $97. We ran this one last week at $70. It didn't sell. Let's go to $60 for the weekend. The All Access Pass version 1.5 from Lynch Northwest. Next is the CRKT folder combo. Yeah. 2 knives, 1 price. First is the M4-02W Carson, designed by Kit Carson. Sort of a classic CRKT pattern. Burl wood scales, stainless steel bolster, satin finish. Right-hand tip-down pocket clip. The locks system to keep you from accidentally releasing the lock. Opens on thumb studs, and it felt spring-assisted because it is. You just touch it off. A swedged spear point blade, an 8CR13 MOV, 3 1/8 blade, 3 7/8 handle. Rock solid lockup. The action is spring assisted. Centering's off. Condition near mint in box. Discontinued and out of stock at $50 web retail. Then you have the 4030 folding Razel designed by John Graham. For a cheap knife, it has some cool scales, black and gray linen micarta. Also has the locks system. Opens with thumb studs, and it's an edge out here and an edge here. Again, 8CR13 MOV. The blade length is 3 1/16. The handle's 4 13/16. It's got edge wear. It's got some handle wear. It's off center a little bit. We'll call it excellent in box. Not near mint. Discontinued and out of stock at $28 web retail. So if you bought both of these, you'd have $78 plus postage and tax. We ran the pair last week for $50 all in, shipped, priority mail, didn't sell. This week, $40 plus 20 each to sharpen. The CRKT folder combo. Next, A super cool CRKT knife. Confidence in hand. This is the K540 GXP Bona Fide. It features field strip technology, which I'm not going to do because I don't want to have to put the knife back together on camera during a knife sale. But essentially, you flip this little trigger switch up, and I think you push it forward, and then the knife just falls apart in your hand. You can clean it, you can do whatever, and then you just put it back together, it'll clip it into place, and everything goes back together easily. I had this apart, and look how it went together. Ball bearing pivot, liner lock, perfect centering, superb action. Blade is D2, 3 9/16 in length. The handle's 4 5/8. Beautiful jigged, hard anodized aluminum, or maybe just a coated aluminum. Kind of a faux bolster treatment. Pocket clip shorty deep carry, right hand tip up. Beautiful. They're so innovative for not a lot of money. You can buy this brand new, and we'll call this one near mint to like new in box. $85 web retail. We ran this one for $60 last week. Didn't sell. Let's go $50 this week. $70 with my edge on the Bona Fide from CRKT. Next up, our last CRKT of the evening. Big box, fixed blade. It's the 2020 Sting Dagger, made in Taiwan. You get a molded, a sheath that is lined with molded polymer insert. The outer is nylon. You got some Velcro, you got some loops. There's straps in the box. Great retention. It's a little double-edged dagger. 1050 drop forged integral steel. So one piece, blade and handle. 3 1/4 inch blade, 3 5/8 handle. It's very pushy, as it should be. Condition will be near mint in box. These are available new for $85. We ran this last week at $50. Let's drop it to $40 for the weekend, $70 with my edge. The Sting from CRKT. Next up, ooh, guys. This used to be my knife. It's from Spyderco. I sold it to this consignor, I think, a little over a year ago. It's a left-handed Spyderco military in basic black with an S30V blade. Yes. Right hand tip down. I'm sorry, left hand tip down clip. Duh. Black G10. Let's see if I can still do it. Yeah. S30V blade with an ApostleP edge. It's got a little wear on it, but not. Definitely doesn't need resharpened. Not even close. Let me wipe my goo off of it. There we go. There's your lock engagement on the stainless steel liner lock. It's rock solid. The blade length is 3 31/32. Just shy of 4 inches. The blade is 5 1/32. Rides on phosphor bronze. Drops freely until it hits the detent. Yeah. I bet you the centering's perfect. It is. We'll call it close to near mint. It's got some little fine scratches in the blade from actually using it, but you know. It's discontinued, not a stock for a while, like several years, in the left-handed version. I found one sold listing on eBay for a factory second knife. It did $162. Sold listings for right-handed knives, $152 to $260. We ran this one last week at $160. Didn't sell. Let's go $150 this week. No need to sharpen. The left-handed Spyderco military with an ApostleP edge. Next, this is going to look kind of familiar. It's a Spyderco military, but it's not left-handed, and it's a military 2 with the compression lock. Black G10. Compression lock, 4-way pocket clip. Opens with a thumb hole, rides on phosphor bronze. This S30V blade is exactly 4 inches in length. The handle is 5.5. Lockup is rock solid. There is your engagement on the compression lock. Wow, that's pretty droppy shutty. And rock solid lockup. Centering, perfect. Condition, like new in the box. Available new for a web retail of $220. We ran this one last week at $160. It didn't sell. This week's price, $150, like it is, $170 sharpened. The military too. Next, this was the Rob's pick last week, I think, and it didn't sell. From Cold Steel, it's the Formax, and not just any Formax. This is kind of the OG Formax, made in USA. It comes with, I'm going to call that Desert Tan, satin or blasted G10. Triad lock, heavy triad lock mechanism. Ambidextrous tip-up pocket clip. Rides on the normal washer cocktail of Cold Steel. Opens with thumb studs. The blade is Stonewash 20 CV. 4 1/16 blade. 5 15/16 handle. Rock solid lockup. Very free dropping blade. Centering is either perfect or very close to perfect. It is also rocking my edge. I sharpened this for this consignor when he bought it a couple years ago, I guess. What a beauty. They're out of stock. When this model was available, and it's been a while, they were $400 web retail. I found one and only one sold listing for this knife on eBay. It did $512 shipped. We ran this one last week at $370. Didn't sell. Let's take it to $350. No need to sharpen on the USA made Formax with an TheApostleP edge from Cold Steel. Next, we have a ZT that's built like a tank. It is a ZT0801 Rexford flipper. Just a sweetie. Fluted, milled titanium, all titanium handle. Ambidextrous tip-up deep carry pocket clip. Titanium frame lock with steel insert. Standoffs. Flipper on ball bearings. No death lock. Opens beautifully. Kind of a swedged spear point with a stunning TheApostleP edge on the 20 CV blade. I'm sorry, LMAX blade. Blade length is 3 9/16, the 4 11/16 handle. There is your lock engagement right where you want it. Dead solid. Pretty droppy shutty and perfectly centered. Discontinued and out of stock. Sold listings on eBay ranging between $249 and $300. We ran this one last week at $225. It did not sell. Let's go to $210 this week. No need to sharpen on the 801 with an TheApostleP edge from ZT. Next, from ZT, experience it. We have a 562 Ti Hinderer slicer in Stonewash 20 CV with a bronze anodized all titanium handle. Ooh, and bronze hardware. I think it's got some carry scuffs on top of the tumbled finish, but I think right there, You know, probably. That's why stonewash is a beautiful thing, because you can't really tell. Pocket clip is a tail-mounted ambidextrous tip-up deep carry. You got a Hinderer lock bar stabilizer. You got a ball bearing flipper. Flips beautifully with no death lock. It's wearing an TheApostleP edge. The 3.5-inch blade is in 20 CV. The handle's 4 7/8. There's your lock engagement. Dead rock solid. Once you get over the detent, it drops nicely. It centers perfectly. And it's got my edge on it. Near mint in box. Cannot find any of these with the bronze handle. I think that was that a Blades We Love thing, I think? You guys may remember. Chime in the comments. We ran this one last week at $210. It didn't sell. Let's drop it to $195 this week. The 562 Ti Hinderer slicer in bronze. Time to turn the page. Next up is our last leftover from last week. From ZT. It's a 308. In 20 CV with a Coyote Tan scale in G10. There's your Coyote Tan 3D machine scale. There is your similarly milled titanium frame. Pocket clip ambidextrous tip up. It's a ball bearing flipper. A beautiful harpoon drop point. Blade steel's 20 CV. It's 3 3/4 inches of blade. Wearing an TheApostleP edge. It's quite sharp. Handle's 5 1/4. It is a titanium frame lock with a steel lock face insert. Beautiful engagement. Rock solid lockup. Very droppy shutty. And perfectly centered. We're not going to call this like new because it's been sharpened. So it's near mint with a better than factory edge in the box. This model is currently out of stock at $296 web retail. We ran this one last week at $230. Didn't sell. Let's go $215 this week. No need to sharpen on the ZT0308. And finally, we're into the fresh stuff for this week. The first one is another cold steel Formax. No box with this one. This one's scaled in black and green G10. Features an ambidextrous tip-up pocket clip. It opens with thumb studs. It rides on the phosphor bronze and Teflon washer cocktail. It's wearing an TheApostleP edge. And it is the Formax Elite, by the way. Blade is S35VN, 4 1/16 in length, 5 7/8 handle. Oh man, rock solid lockup, made in Taiwan. Beautiful, beautiful action and perfect blade centering. Near mint in box with my edge. You buy a new one of these and they are available, it's going to run you $377 plus tax. Why don't we do this one? And then if you want it like this, you're going to spend another $25 to get it sharp. Let's go $220 on this one. No need to sharpen. The Formax Elite in black and green from Cold Steel. Okay, next up. What's that? You think the Formax is a little girly? You know, a little dainty? Well, look, I got you covered. From Cold Steel, it's a 5 Max. Not a 4 Max, a 5 Max. It makes the 4 Max look puny. Look at that. The closed length on this, guys, is 7 1/8. OD green G10 scales, crowned and blasted. Ambidextrous tip-up pocket clip. It opens with thumb studs. Let's see. Yeah. Sorry for my weepage of pivot lube onto the blade. Anyway, S35 VN blade, swedged spear point. A tumbled black blade, 5 inches in length, in S35 VN. Look at that thing. It doesn't even fit. It doesn't fit in the frame. How are the ergos? They're awesome, actually. It's a triad lock. It's not going to fail. Let's see. Does it lock up tight? Of course. Ooh. Nice. Look at that. 5 inches of blade down the middle centering. Nice job. Does it have my edge on it? It does. Dang, guys. Ooh, ouch, sticky. Near mint inbox with my edge. These are available new at your favorite cold steel web retailer for $360. Let's go 200 on this one. No need to sharpen. The 5 Max from Cold Steel. Next up, can't remember the last time this happened. From Spyderco, we have our 3rd Spyderco military in the sale. This is in Burple G10 with an S110V blade. Original design military. Man, this is still very fresh. The texture on that G10. Yeah, right-hand tip-down pocket clip. 5 9/16 handle. Opens with a hole, rides on phosphor bronze. That S110V blade is 4 1/16. There is your engagement on the stainless steel liner lock. Drops freely. Locks up like a bank vault. And centers, what? Very, very close. I think it favors the top ever so slightly. Near mint to like new in box. The only reason I don't call it like new, it's just got a little, I don't know, just from laying around, the G10 has a little, it's got a little S of dust in it. I don't know. Anyway, I think these are $290 web retail. Still in stock. Let's go 185 on this one. 310 if you'd like it with an TheApostleP edge. The military in Burple and S110V from Spyderco. Next. Ooh. This was a cull knife from my collection a couple of years ago, and it's back. Wow. Such a pretty blade. From Spyderco, made in Seki City. It's a C07S. Stainless steel police with a full SpyderEdge. This is old school construction, like turn of the century construction. No screws, all pins, beautifully hafted. You can't even see them. Mid-lock with a boy dent. Right-hand tip-down pocket clip. Oh, wait, guys. How's that? How is that? Dang. So a swedged Spidey clip with a full SpyderEdge. VG10 blade, I think. Yeah. 4 3/16 inches of blade. 5 5/16 inches of handle. I don't even know if there's a mark in the satin. I don't think that knife's really... I might have carried it a day when I owned it. There might be a mark somewhere, but I'm not going to look for it. Lockup is dead rock solid. Blade moves beautifully and freely. Centering is, well, son of a gun. It's perfect. We'll call it near mint to like new in box. You can still buy this model, but it's no longer like this. It's got a 4-way clip. You know, this is kind of the OG. But the new ones are $182. Web retail. This one, $135, no need to sharpen. The police stainless steel from Spyderco. Next, we got another little run of ZT. Going bold. This is the Les George designed 0920. I think it's beautiful. Beautiful micro milled all titanium handle. Pocket clip and standoffs anodized in gold. Yes. Some beautiful sort of black oxided hardware. It's a ball bearing flipper. No death lock. Gorgeous blade. With an ApostleP edge. In 20 CV. 3 7/8 blade, 5 1/16 handle. Beautiful in the hand. There's your lock engagement. And there's your centering. Beautiful. All squared away. Perfect mechanics. Got an ApostleP edge on it. Near mint in box. These are discontinued, not out of stock. So I found several sold listings on eBay from a turd of a used knife at $187 all the way up to $499 actual transactions. This one, a superb example with my edge, can be yours at $195. The ZT0920 by Les George. Next up, I have one of a model I'm not particularly fond of, but this is kind of a special one. It's from ZT, and it's a real beast. Designed by Dmitry Sinkevich. Look at this model number, ZT0452CFM390BLU. So it's a 452 with a blue anodized handle and an M390 blade. So not S35, not 20 CV, not plain natural stonewash titanium, but a bead-blasted blue titanium handle. Looks like the pocket clip was over here in the beginning, and it's been moved to the left side. It is a ambidextrous tip-up deep carry. Carbon fiber looks great on this knife. It's a ball-bearing flipper, no death lock, in M390 with an ApostleP edge. Yeah, 4 1/16 inches of blade, 5 3/16 inch handle. Lockup is dead rock solid. There's your engagement. It is riding on ball bearings. The centering is perfect. I did find a little bit of wear. Just a little burnishing right on this corner of the front of the handle. It's very slight from just being in the pocket. So we're going to call it near mint in box. Discontinued, out of stock, and unobtainium in this configuration. Got to be worth $210. That's your price. No need to sharpen. The 452 blue and M390 from ZT. Next up is our last one from Zero Tolerance. We're going bold. My favorite one ever. The ZT0640 Emerson with the 20 CV blade. Now, this has got goodies. Somewhere, I got the original disc because it's wearing a gray precision disc. I got the original scales because it's wearing SDK scales, okay? Which I will show you directly. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Talk amongst yourselves. Here we go. Those are OD green canvas micarta scales. It's been carried a little, huh? Got the original pocket clip. There is your gray precision black disc. Gives you a little more purchase and great checkering. Ooh. The blade from the gentleman Jim Emerson is wearing an ApostleP edge. It's 3 3/4 inches in length. The handle is 4 13/16. It's a titanium frame lock with steel insert. There's your engagement. It's rock solid. Rides on phosphor bronze. Not a free dropper, but it doesn't need to be. You could make it if you wanted. Blade centering's perfect. Guys, if you don't own one of these, you need to. I'm just saying. Condition is near mint in box. Discontinued, out of stock. Sold listings on eBay ranging between $295 and $505. This one can be yours with lots of well-chosen goodies. The scales and the disc. $270, no need to sharpen. The ZT's 640 Emerson. Next, we have one from the Chavez Ultramar series. This is the Sangre 229 Warncliffe. Stonewashed, all titanium handle. Milled titanium sensible clip and silly clip. You choose. Opens with thumb studs, rides on phosphor bronze. Oh, this one's wearing an TheApostleP edge, by the way. Blade steel is M390. The blade length is 3 3/4. The handle is 4 9/16. Your steel inserted titanium frame lock is locking up pretty early and very securely. Beautiful opening and closing. Oops, I made it to the wrong side of the detent there. Centering is hard to see, but it is perfect. We'll call it near mint in box. This model is discontinued, not a stock. Arizona Custom Knives recently sold one unsharpened for $225. This one has my edge on it. Let's go $210, shipped priority mail. No need to sharpen on the Sangre 229 Warncliffe from Chavez Ultramar. Next up, from Vero Engineering, we have a knife. What is it? Oh, here. It's the Vero Axon Liner Lock Lefty. Stonewash blade. Raw. What is that? Raw what? I don't know. And the scales are natural. Canvas micarta. Very cool knife. I think you can front flip it. Let's see. You probably could if you had any kind of coordination, but I don't. Yes. You can also open it with the fuller. Let's see. Yeah. The blade, M390, 3.5 inches in length. It's a sheep's foot with a swedge. Titanium liner lock, I think. Is that right? No. Yes, with a steel insert. And this has got a serial number. 205. Pocket clip, left hand. Tip up, milled titanium. Rides on ball bearings, by the way. Centering is perfect. Lockup is dead rock solid. Action, perfect. Condition, near mint to like new in box. Out of stock at $250 web retail. Let's go $175 on this one. $200 if you'd like it with my edge. The Axon Liner Lock left-handed from Vero Engineering. Next up, our first Bark River knife since the event. And the reason I'm running this so soon is because I know what it is. How do I know what it is? Well, because it's mine. So, designed by me, exclusively sold at Knife Ship Free, is the Gunny Sidekick in Magna Cut. How do we know it's Magna Cut? Because we know. Because Jay controlled the steel. Anyway, handle is natural maple burl. Liners are orange. The hardware is brass. So it had an MSRP of $449 brand new. Figure $350 web retail. Then it comes with the waterproof treated sheath. And here's the beauty. 4 1/16 inches of 5/32 Magna Cut, a swedged clip point, a handle in gorgeous maple burl with thick orange liners. Just beautiful in the hand. I mean, beautiful. Credit to Mike for the handle, by the way. And I sharpened this one. So my design with my edge, how can you do better than that? Discontinued, out of stock, company's out of business. Would have been $350 brand new. Yours this week for $225. No need to sharpen. The Bark River and me, Gunny's sidekick. Next up, we have one from Jake Hoback Knives. It is a Black Stallion Warhorse in crew wear. The finish on the blade and the handle is midnight battle-worn bronze. You get no factory packaging, but you do get a nice nylon pouch. Here's the knife. There's your midnight battle-worn bronze. Pocket clip is ambidextrous tip-up titanium. Is a ball bearing flipper. It features the Hoback rolling detent, so you can adjust the detent. And it's very smooth because it rolls. You got a little Tonto blade in crew wear. There's your lock engagement. It's beautiful. And it's perfectly centered. So we're going to call it near mint, no box, with certificate of authenticity. Can't find this knife anywhere. What were they, like $600 or something brand new? This one can be yours. $250 like it is $275 with an TheApostleP edge, the Black Stallion Warhorse from Hoback. Next up, we have another one from Jake in the leather pouch, but no wooden box with this one. We do have a COA, sort of. It's a card. This is a custom Quebec limited edition in 20 CV, stonewashed titanium frame with fullers and an acid stonewashed hardware. The Quebec kind of put Jake on the map, didn't it? There's your all titanium handle. There's your ambidextrous tip-up titanium pocket clip. It's a ball bearing flipper with a beautiful Quiken blade. 3 11/16 blade in 20 CV, 5 5/16 handle. And what makes it special is that whole blade buries in the handle when you close it. Now, if I look at the tip, the centering looks perfect. If I come back a little bit, it looks close, right? I think that's just because of the way the lock bar and the blade play together. Beautiful. Rock solid lockup. Actually, I could probably tighten that pivot a bit if I had the tool. Let's see. There, I just tightened the pivot a little bit. That's better. That's better. Okay. So near mint in pouch. Sold listings on eBay, and the variance is huge. Between $350 and $1,008. I don't know. Your price for this one, $325 like it is $355 with my edge. The Hoback Custom Quebec Limited Edition. Next up, we have one from Rick Hinderer Knives. An XM18 3-inch with the forest green G10 scale, stonewash frame, bright hardware, tip-up, tip-down right-hand carry clip. It opens with a flipper, and it rides on Teflon washers. And it's also wearing an TheApostleP edge that I just applied. The blade was kind of beat up. It still kind of is, but it's got a fresh edge. S35 VN is your steel. 2 15/16 is your blade length. 4 1/8 is the handle. No steel insert and Teflon washers. Lock engagement is beautiful and rock solid. It does not drop shut, but it's perfect action for the type and perfect centering. We're going to call it excellent no box with my edge. Not near mint, excellent. Some marks on the clip. Just normal stuff. User. Let's go 275 on this one. No need to sharpen. The 3-inch slicer XM18 from Hinderer. Next up, another one from Hinderer. It's the big brother. An XM18 3.5-inch with the forest green G10 scale. Right-hand tip-up, tip-down pocket clip. This is wearing the perforated clip in a bronze anno. It's also an older generation. Teflon washers. No steel insert on the titanium frame lock. Locking up a little late, which isn't a bad thing on a heavy-duty Hinderer, right? Got the Skinner blade in S35VN with a belt satin stonewash flats. Kind of interesting. It's got some little funny things going on the blade. You know, it's been used a little bit. I don't see any permanent marks, just some goo. Maybe, I don't know. Blade length is 3.5. Handle at 4 3/4. As I said, lockup is rock solid. Almost drops shut on Teflon. The centering is very close. I'm going to call it excellent no box. It's got some edge wear, especially near the tip, as you would expect. And you get the Hinderer tool. How about that? Very cool. So, yeah, excellent no box with tool. $350, $370 if you'd like it with my edge on that S35 blade. That's the XM18 3.5-inch Skinner from Hinderer. Next up, we have a Benchmade with no box, but we do have a microfiber pouch. It is the 940-2 Osborne. The User 940, black G10 scales, toxic green standoffs, parkerized Emerson clip, axis lock mechanism, 3 3/8 inch. Look at that dirty thing. Come on, Rob. Come on, man. I got too much going on this week. I need to clean the blade. It's got goo. All right. Yeah. Well, there we go. Yes. 3 3/8 inches of S30V. 4.5 inches of handle. Axis lock mechanism. Phosphor bronze washers. Look at that. Free dropping with rock solid lockup. Yeah. How's the blade centering? Huh. Look at that. What do you think? We'll call it excellent no box. Got some edge wear. Could probably use my edge. Got one pretty good chip. Anyway, not horrible. Available new for a web retail price of $250. This one can be yours all in, shipped priority mail, $130. $150 with my edge, the 940-2 Osborne from Benchmade. Next, from Microtech, it is the 210T-101 MBK, the MSI Tri-Grip with the polymer handle. The ram lock mechanism like a coil spring axis lock. Pocket clip ambidextrous tip up with fill tab. Rides on ball bearings. Opens with a hole. Got a stonewash blade. An M390 MK. 3 7/8 blade, 5 1/16 handle. Rock solid lockup. Born November of 2023. We'll call it excellent to near mint. Been used a little bit, got some edge wear. Perfectly centered. Rock solid lockup. So they're out of stock currently, new. When available, they were $194 web retail. Let's go $125 for this one, $150 with an ApostleP edge. That's a buy, boys. The MSI Tri-Grip with the polymer handle from Microtech. And that'll bring us to the last knife in tonight's sale. Another Microtech. It's a UTX 85 in black with the carbon fiber top. I'm sorry, I could not find the model number. And it comes with no box. Black hard anodized aluminum frame. Standard Microtech pocket clip. Serial number is 03512, born November of 2016. Here's the best part. Yes! Single edge, two-tone blade in LMAX. 3 1/8 blade, 4 7/16 handle. Button is firm. Don't think it's a fidget tool. Button is firm, but 100% reliable. We'll call the condition excellent to near mint. I got a little bit of clip wear. I probably have a little bit of edge wear. Very little. So yeah, I can't tell you what the price of these new is because I couldn't find one like it in stock. Your price for this one, $230. Like it is, $255 with my edge. The UTX 85 single edge carbon fiber from Microtech. That'll bring us to the end of another weekly knife sale on the Word is Sharp channel. Yeah, for now. Grace to you and peace, my friends, from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. Remember, the Word is sharp. Now commence to clicking. I'll talk to you soon.